వెల్కమ్ టు నన్నయ్య న్యూస్ టీవీ. నేను తేజస్విని. ఆదికవి నన్నయ్య యూనివర్సిటీ కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో నేషనల్ ఇంజనీర్స్ డేను ఘనంగా నిర్వహించారు. దీనిలో భాగంగా అద్విక 2K20 టెక్నికల్ ఫెస్ట్ను ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. దీనికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా వీసీ ఆచార్య మొక్కా జగన్నాథరావు హాజరయ్యారు. దీనికి సంబంధించిన వివరాలు ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
ఆదికవి నన్నయ్య విశ్వవిద్యాలయం గోదావరి తీర విజ్ఞాన నిలయం. ఆదికవి నన్నయ్య విశ్వవిద్యాలయం గోదావరి తీర విజ్ఞాన నిలయం. ఆణిముత్యాలతో ఆచార్యవరులతో ఆణిముత్యాలతో ఆచార్యవరులతో వాణి నివాసమై వర్ధిల్లు గురుకులం వర్ధిల్లు గురుకులం. ఆదికవి నన్నయ్య విశ్వవిద్యాలయం గోదావరి తీర విజ్ఞాన నిలయం. ఆర్షధర్మస్ఫూర్తి ఆంధ్ర భారత కీర్తి. ఆర్షధర్మస్ఫూర్తి ఆంధ్ర భారత కీర్తి. అడుగడుగున సంఘ సంస్కరణ దీప్తి.
Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor M. Jagannatharao garu, Principal University College of Science and Technology Dr. Ramaneshwari, Executive Council Member Dr. Jagannathan Mohan Reddy, Head Computer Science and Engineering Dr. Venkateshwar Rao, Convener of this program Dr. G. Venkat Rao, Senior Professor Suresh Varma garu, Madam K. Jayalani Madam, NSS Coordinator, University Engineer Dr. Mukaratnam, Officers, Deans, Faculty colleagues, and dear students, very good morning and welcome to this Engineers Day celebrations Advika 2020. As Deepthi Madam has mentioned and as we have seen in the video, today we are here to commemorate the 159th birth anniversary of an engineering pioneer of India, an unsentimental man of action, a man of knowledge par excellence, and above all that an amazing human being, Sri Mokshagundam, Sir Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya, popularly known as Sir MV. When I was just browsing some articles about him, the common words I found about him is like this. He is maker of modern Mysore. He is builder of the nation. He is constructor of dams. He is all-rounder. We see the verbs make, all-rounder, constructor, builder. So what I want to say is we have here Sri MJ, Sri Mokka Jagannatharao garu, who is relentlessly working for building the policies, the processes and the practices of Adikavi Nannaya University. I hope and wish that under the supervision of our Vice Chancellor, we all together are going to lay a strong foundation for the building of Adikavi Nannaya University. And to all the young students, young engineers, happy to see all of you. I think you are excited to see your friends. Maybe because of rain, we thought even better number will come, but still we didn't force any student to come. It is because of the current situation. So I know every year how we celebrate Advika in a grand manner. You are missing all the fun, the flash mob, and Ravi Teja is all in his status posting all the updates, and the culturals at the convention center, you are missing them. Yes, I understand. At the same time, I say that we as faculty, we are missing you a lot. I hope that the normalcy is established and you all come back to the classrooms. Without students, the big buildings or the big parking places or professors, faculty I think that doesn't have any meaning unless students are there. So I wish and pray that the normalcy is established and we will be back in the classrooms, have that face-to-face communication. And to all the students, just one word I want to say is, as you have seen in the video of Vishweshwaraya Garu, how he has turned obstacles into opportunities. Even our Vice Chancellor, whenever we used to interact with our sir regarding any problem, any issue, he used to always repeatedly use the same thing. Please see how we can turn this obstacle into an opportunity. So with these words, with these few remarks, I conclude. Now I invite our convener of this program, Dr. G. Venkatrao, to give a brief report. Even before that, I just want to make an announcement. Please follow social distancing. We are very less in number. Please ensure that. And another one is, as Vice Chancellor has directed us to be very precise and very brief. So we have cut short many other programs. So we will try to conclude this as soon as possible. There are some more interesting, exciting events. We are going to announce them. So these are the two announcements I just wanted to make. Please stay till the end. Thank you. Now I invite Dr. G. Venkatrao. Actually, every year it is the practice that Dr. P. Venkateshwar Rao, head CSE, will be the convener. He has been the convener since 2 years. But this year, upon his personal request, for personal reasons, he asked some of the other faculty to be the convener. So we thought we have 4 clubs in the University College of Engineering. It is also with the encouragement of our Vice Chancellor. This year, February, we inaugurated those clubs. Not much activities have happened. They have planned very well, but not much activities because in the March, this lockdown has happened. So we have 4 club faculty coordinators for the clubs. So we have arranged a meeting in the presence of head CSE, so who will be the convener for this arena. So Dr. G. Venkatrao Garu has happily consented to be the convener. I thank him for being the convener of this program, and we have the 3 co-conveners who are the 3 faculty club coordinators. Mr. N. Rahul Pal is the club coordinator for Department of CSE. Ms. Annie Kejian is the club coordinator for the Department of ECE, and Mr. Hanumantu is the club coordinator for the Department of EIE, and faculty club coordinator of Department of SNH, and convener of today's program, Dr. G. Venkatrao. I invite you. Thank you.
The chief guest of this function, Professor M. Garu, and the respected registrar, guest of honor, and Gangadhar Garu, University College Principal, today's President of this function, Dr. V. Persis Garu, the higher officials of the university, dear colleagues, my dear student friends, very good morning. I am Dr. G. Venkatrao, convener of Advika 2020. Advika is an annual fest conducted by the University College of Engineering, Adhikavi Nanna University. Every year, this event is grandly conducted due to COVID pandemic under guidance of Vice Chancellor. This can be conducted a small scale and limited number of University College of Engineering. On the occasion, one event is conducted, that is HIAC. The theme is Innovate Ideas and to developing the University, Adhikavi Nanna University. From students, 28 videos are received and best of 2 are announced at the end of the event. In this year, under the guidance of Vice Chancellor Sir, University College of Engineering students can be divided into 4 clubs: RISE Club and Vector Club, BIT Club from CSA, and GDN Club from EIE. I thankful to Honorable Vice Chancellor and Principal Madam and Registrar and higher officials. Take this opportunity. Thank you, and all.
Good morning, all of you. Very happy Engineers Day to all the engineers and all the faculty and non-teaching staff who have assembled here today. Dr. V. Persis, Principal College of Engineering, the convener of today's Engineers Day celebrations, Dr. Venkat Rao, Head of the Department of Computer Science, Dr. Venkateswar Rao, Senior Professor, Professor Verma, Principal College of Science and Technology, Professor Dr. Ramaneshwari, Dr. K.J. Rani, NSS Coordinator, EC member, Dr. Jagannath Reddy, Dean, Academic Affairs, Professor Srinivas Rao, and other colleagues, and Professor Gangara, who just left for some other work. It is really short. And all the students, research scholars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely happy to be part of this function and having this opportunity to address all of you on this Engineers Day celebration. As we have seen just now, a beautiful video depicting the life of Sri Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya. We could see how he came up with a humble beginning, with a sheer hard work, persistence, commitment. He could become the Bharat Ratna of this country. Such individuals have been inspiring all of us to do selfless, I wanted to say in quotes, selfless contributions. They have done that. That is the reason why they have become the greatest citizens of this country. At least if we can emulate even a fraction of that kind of commitment, we'll be doing wonders. Why we are celebrating such Engineers Day or Scientists Day or whatever it may be, it is only to remember the greatest contributions of such people like Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya Sir or Sir M.V. Bharat Ratna Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya. Perhaps he has done wonders in civil engineering, in the field of irrigation, in the field of construction of dams and other irrigation projects to the state of Mysore, to the country and to other countries as well. We could see is a eventful life entirely dedicated to the nation. So we could see such engineers, such scientists who have brought this country to this stage. When you talk about the atomic energy, Raja Ramanna, when you talk about the agriculture, Swaminathan, when you talk about the space science, Abdul Kalam, and others, whether it's the Industrial Revolution, or the Green Revolution, or the Information Technology, or the Cyber Revolution, the dedicated engineers have done it. They're still doing, and because of them, the engineers, we are enjoying all these comforts of this life. Whether it is communication, whether it is transportation, whether it is IT, whether it is space science, whether it is energy, in every field, the dedicated engineers have done it. They are doing it they will be doing in future as well. Because of the engineers, we have the nations, we have the developed world, we have the quality of life we are enjoying. We are thankful to all these engineers. When you talk about engineering, these engineers are intellectuals with the science, physics, mathematics, chemistry background, where they want to apply these basic sciences into application-oriented technologies or engineering. So, India is the greatest country that produced great number of mathematicians, scientists. In the same way, we are producing the world-class engineers from this country, from these educational institutions. Maybe we always criticize the standards of Indian education is going down. Every time we criticize. But that is not the problem of the students that are pursuing education. That is the problem of faculty who are giving instruction. I always say that we need to attract quality teachers. When it is the IITs, why IITs are doing better? Not because of the faculty. IITs are great because of the students. Because the cream of the cream pursue the IIT education. You'll be surprised to know 95% of IIT faculty are non-IITians. The IIT students never join as a faculty in an IIT. 95% of PhDs from IITs are non-IITians. So the IITs are great. They are producing greatest engineers to the country and to the world. But still it is because of the students, the caliber of the student. They come out on their own. Even if you teach them 10% of it, they'll come out on their own. We know that. So we need to improve the quality of the teachers so that many more quality engineers can be produced in this country. As we have seen the statistics, India will be the youngest nation. We have a lot of youngsters in the age group of 25 to 40, in between. I do not know the number exactly. But we are so lucky that India is the youngest nation. It will remain as the youngest nation for the next 20 years to come or 30 years to come. We are not the old country like a Japan or some other countries. So we need to take the advantage of these youngsters. Make them good engineers. Make them quality engineers so that they'll be contributing extremely well to this nation. Every time we celebrate these kind of functions, but we need to go back home and think, okay, there's the greatest personality we remember today, the Moksha Visvesvaraya. Can we do at least 1% of selfless service to the job or the profession or the institution in which we are working? Let us transform ourselves. At least we want to do something good at personal level. What best I can do at personal level? I publish papers, I apply for projects, I get some money to the institution. It is not always taking from the institutions or organization. You have to give something back to the institution. You question yourself what you have given to this university. Whether you got a big project where 15% of overhead charges are paid to the university, whether you got CSR funds, whether you got some award, whether you got some recognition. You question yourself. You have that responsibility. It is not only just going to class, completing the syllabus. No, I don't accept that. You make this university visible at state level, if not at national level. Every one of us have the responsibility. Whatever has happened earlier. I don't mind. But now, let us wake up. Let us do. Let us try. Okay, apply for 4 projects. At least one you will get. You have to first of all start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. We have to do that for really making this as a university. So we need to change the tone of this institution. We need to really feel this is the university working for the progress. So we are all teachers. I need not tell all these things to you. You are mature, you are intellectuals. You know what is the teacher at university level should be doing. It is not simply the teaching. You have to come up with publications, come up with project proposals, come up with contributions in the academic life. Even if it design some innovative ways of teaching, some teaching methodologies, teaching models, many things a teacher can do to inculcate the interest among the students. When it comes to engineering, it is much more reasonable to think that engineers should be doing more innovative works, more innovative activities. Now engineers have a big role to play. As we can see, our Honorable Prime Minister and the Chief Minister always talk about skill development. Skill India. Make the students skillful so that they can start their own enterprises, what we call startup. Made in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. So all these things centered around the engineering profession, mainly. When we talk about engineering previously, it is civil engineering, mechanical and electrical and basic engineering subjects. Now the flavor of engineering has changed. Now we are talking about nanoscience, nanotechnology, biomedical engineering, software engineering, robotics, Internet of Things, big data analytics, etc., etc., etc. So the flavor has changed. Automation. So when it's a mechanical engineer, process automation. When it's a nanotechnology, it is applicable to all the sciences, mechanical, material science, etc., etc. Biomedical engineering, a lot of applications in medical science. So space science, where all these things remind us one thing. The engineering, basic engineering has changed its flavor. It became the interdisciplinary engineering. So we need to know, we need to work together. A biologist will be working, a medical professional will be working with a mechanical engineer, with an electronic engineer, so that some device, some pacemaker for heart is designed. So, an engineer, a mechanical engineer should know the medical science, a medical doctor should know the engineering science, and a nanotechnologist should know medical and other biological things. So, it is highly interdisciplinary subject. So, we need to inculcate such innovative aspects in our curriculum. In the new education policy, that is what is being told. Make it interdisciplinary. Last time when I was discussing with our Director of Admissions, why can't we have interdisciplinary research? Is there any such option? She said no. That is surprising. The research means should be, the major part should be interdisciplinary. Then only it is innovative, that is something new will come up. Every time if you do basic research, it is very routine. When I, as a geologist, I was working on one mineral, ilmenite. Ilmenite is nothing but iron, titanium oxide occur along east and west coast of beach sands in India. Huge amounts of ilmenite is there. Some material scientist came, an engineer, is a physics fellow, and he said he is working on ferrite. What is a ferrite? I asked. Ferrite is iron oxide. Then I said, we have a ferrite as well. This is alumni. Now let us do work on alumni and see how natural alumni can be made into nanoparticles and see how it has the mechanical, material science, electronic properties, whether they are useful or not. Instead of making a ferrite on your own, you can work on a natural ferrite. So it's a very interesting, it came up nicely, we got many publications, we got interesting results. In fact, we are into applying for a patent now. So, unless the material scientists know about alumni, how we'll do this research? So, we need to have that interdisciplinary mindset. Otherwise, the research is just a research for the sake of some publications. So, I'm extremely happy, and let us all take a pledge today that we'll be working hard for the sake of this university to see this university goes forward, progresses well, leaving all our egoistic problems. The ego problems are just a waste. Sometimes I don't tell somebody, I don't address a name, I don't call somebody. Let us leave that, those small silly issues. We should have the bigger objectives and issues. So I want you to be very mature, very positive, and come up with good programs, and always be positive. I am there to encourage every one of you. Thank you for giving me this great opportunity to address all of you on this Engineers Day. I once again congratulate all the people behind this implementation of this program today, Engineers Day. Once again, I congratulate all the engineers of this university as well as the state and the nation who are working for the sake of making our lives better. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A very warm welcome to the Advika 2020 on behalf of the University College of Engineering. And I am very happy to see all my faculty here because we are missing them a lot, and also students. And on this occasion, I would like to speak a few words, sir, with your permission. Sir, actually, Sir said a good message, and he also mentioned about the students of NITs and IITs who are considered as the top level of engineering students. And here, sir, we have observed what is the reason behind the lack of students of our university or state level universities. Sir, here the main important thing is the students here are not recognizing the importance of the engineering. They are not trying to know what they can do. They are not trying to know the caliber of the engineering. Their maximum students are trying to get a degree and going for some other job or for some other livelihood. So this should be changed, and this can be only done by the faculty. And we all know that there are many students who do not even listen to their parents, but they listen to the faculty and teachers, because it is the students by birth are tuned like that to listen to their teachers. So I request all the faculty members that you are motivating us a lot, and you can do this much more. And when coming to the app, this is Gopichan, one of the developer of this team, developer team. I thank Tersis Madam and Vice Chancellor Sir for giving us a lot of support in developing this app. From the initial point, the Vice Chancellor Sir had taken a great responsibility, and he has been guiding us a lot. And when coming to why we are launching this app, because in the beginning of the COVID pandemic, there is a lot of confusion in the students regarding the colleges and the examinations. So at that time, many rumors were spread. To put a stop or put an end to all these things, our Vice Chancellor proposed an app which will be a center for trusted information and also a center for the receiving grievances from the students. And we had done a lot of research and inculcated many features, and still some features are pending, which we promise to be given in the next upcoming updates. And also, sir, at this occasion, I would like to thank our Das sir, who helped us a lot and given us a great support. And I also thank Mr. Rahul, who had stood like a backbone for me in developing all these things. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
My name is Rahul from 4B.Tech CSE. First of all, happy New Year to all. Today I am going to explain about the working of AIM and SSSR. There are mainly three main features. And the first feature is secure. and user authentication. That means the app is used by the students which is authenticated. That means whenever the student is registered in the app, it will be authenticated with the phone number and also mail. And it is exclusive for the academy members only. Whenever the student is registered, he or she cannot access the app. Only after the HOD approval, he can access the app. Until then, he cannot access the app. And whenever the HOD approves the student, he or she will be notified through a mail that telling that he or she has been approved to access the app. And the next is 3 levels of notice board. Here a student can view university level, college level and department level notices. Every student will be notified through a mail whenever a new notification has been added. And the next feature is communication. The communication is made with the HOD by the student, where they can exchange information like university activities or university functionings, etc. And the department groups and course groups are also being created, where they can exchange class schedules, university schedules or examination schedules, etc. And the next main feature is students can report their problems to the principal. Here the principal can verify their messages and can contact the HODs, contact the students if necessary. In addition to that, we have included another feature called easy accessing of the syllabus in this app, where the student can view their respective academic syllabus in the app only. Thank you for the opportunity, and I thank.
I'm really happy to see the young talent, young engineers. We have 2 engineers, the 2 from our own institution, our own students, Mr. Rahul Gopichand. They came all the way to my office along with their teacher, Dr. Persis. They to give me all the details of their app, how they are making, and what I used to say. I'm a user only. I'm not a computer expert, but I'm a user. So I said my students should be able to communicate with the teachers, with the administration, and they should be able to get all the information in their phone, in their smartphone. So that is the initial requirement given to these 2 young engineers. They came up with nicely, and it is the greatest inspiration to all other youngsters who are in the final year now. Can come up with more number of such applications, whether it is for the university or for the general public or for the other things. In this occasion, I also want to say another contribution by our NSS members, team under the guidance of Dr. K.G. Arani. They are also developed a blood donation app. So in this way, our students are coming up with good applications. As I earlier said, we always have the opportunity to work with youngsters. That is the greatest opportunity to the teacher. Every batch, we have new set of youngsters. We have the opportunity to be working with them and their young minds. So no other job has that opportunity. Every other job becomes very routine and very, very boring. But every time we are having a bubbling energy in the faces. Every time we see new faces, they are coming into the institution, do something new, something great. So we also feel, maybe physically we are old, but mind-wise, mentally we become very young when you see these youngsters. So I'm really happy that we have great students as well on par with, as you said, you are no less than IIT students. Okay? So don't worry, and we have great students. The only thing is the teachers should bring out the talent. That is the responsibility and talent of the teacher. Sometimes I know some teachers, suppose they ask some questions, some innovative questions, some application. Many teachers I know, even in AU, Mundi Chadukovaya, Chadukovaya Mucho, that is I hate that kind of attitude of a teacher. Even a student speaks something irrelevant, the teacher has to correct it and inculcate that interest. Don't kill the interest in the student, because teacher is killing the interest. He is not a teacher. He is a criminal in the disguise of teacher. I don't accept that. So let us encourage our students. We are here. We are taking salary because of the students only. So let us give priority to the students. And again and again I tell, I am for the students only. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Roll number and information of email ID, phone number, something. After the registration, admin is the person who is approving those students who are registered in the student app. So in the admin app, we have 3 categories. This admin app is only intended for HODs, principals and VC sir. And this app works parallelly with the AKNU SSS app, that means the students app. And this app is to encourage to exchange valid information between faculty and students. This app contains 3 levels of admins. That is, one is main admin, principal, and head of the department. That is, sometimes head of the department is also a course coordinator of the department. So in main admin, he can add or remove departments can add, campuses can add, and in main admin we can send messages to the whole university and campuses of our university. The actions of main admin are displayed here to the principals and campuses and the departments of colleges. Next level principal, he or she can communicate with the course coordinators or HODs. Actually, students can communicate through HODs only. So the principal can view what are the messages and what are the replies the HOD or course coordinator can communicate it with the students. Next one, head of the department level. In this level only, the student can communicate with the head of the department, and he can send messages, and HOD can reply to the messages who registered, who are approved students, which are in their display. So HOD can add or delete a student, or he can edit the student details, or he can approve the students who are registered. So he can also reject the student which are not to their department. So what are the features the HOD can do is add or delete notifications which are sent by the students or HOD, and we can have the feature of communication between faculty and students, and that means HOD can also include their faculty into the app, and they can the faculty also can view the messages or the questions asked by the students. So HOD can communicate with the students as it contains different groups, college groups, faculty groups, department groups. So as we mentioned before, HOD can block or approve the students who are registered in the another app, student support services. In addition, faculty can view the registered students, can change the password, then change the details of students. Then Recon, that is only for the usage of University College of Engineering. That can also be prepared as a PDF document. UCE Student Faculty Companion. This is the app for only University College of Engineering that was developed from 4 of the students from 3rd CSC and IT. That is Harikrishna, Srikanth, Sunita and Maheshwari. In this also we can communicate with the faculty, but the difference of AKNU app and this is, that is to the whole university and the campuses of university. This is only for University College of Engineering. In this we can add departments of University College of Engineering, and students can communicate directly with the department heads, faculty and principal. Next, 3 more web applications are developed by the students of third year CSE and IT students. One is Bring in Talent, which is the club of CSE. It is the website in which the students can register and organize the events of that big club, Bring in Talent Club. This is the website created by the Srikanth, third year CSE student. Next, another app was actually our students Govichand and Rahul was developed alumni portal for the website. But we can also gather some students from third years, and they are also created one website for alumni. We are updating a few more features in this website. And another website was developed by third year CSE Aditya, which is actually it is developed for the purpose of Advika, but due to small scale organization of this, we have not included this in this year. It is developed for the purpose of conducting Advika Fest 2021. Actually, it is developed for the purpose of 2020, but now it is not possible because so that we are trying to add some more features, and we will develop for the next year. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Dasu, I request you one thing. When we have developed student support services, we don't worry about another app exclusively for the college. So that is a duplication. Is it not? Instead, you can develop the web pages or websites for the class, where you can put all the events, all the technical information, the good innovative ideas, etc. So you can do that. Similarly, we are for the purpose of NAC, we are also thinking about putting a alumni page on the website. So that anyhow we'll be doing. Dr. Venkateshwar Rao, Dr. Srinivas is doing that. Similarly, we want to take the help of students. Maybe you will be working with Dr. Srinivas, where we want to have a dashboard of all the complaints and suggestions of the faculty and the non-teaching staff. Suppose a person made a complaint that this bulb is not working, to be replaced. So it will be through that dashboard. So that database will be there. Even Vice Chancellor and Registrar can see when this complaint is registered, when it is attended or not, what is the status. So I have everything in my dashboard. We are looking for that now. That is the best practice. We'll be doing this. Not only the complaint, but also suggestions. If somebody wanted to give a suggestion, sir, these things, these plants are not being watered, so take care of that, something like that. So the Vice Chancellor will be getting all the information from all the sides on the screen. We want to do that now, because we want to use the technology the best possible way to run this institution. So maybe you are the experts. You need to come up with solutions. Sir, do this, do that, like that. It doesn't need much money. It is just only the knowledge. So again, I congratulate for doing the good work, for making your youngsters work in this. I also suggested to see this is like an experimental basis you run among users for a few days, then come up with some suggestions, incorporate that, then you put it in like a Play Store, Google Play Store or whatever it may be. I am extremely happy to see this app, and we can give similar application to all the affiliated college students also, so that they can be also part of this university. They will be contacting us. Maybe the features will be little different. With little modification, we can do that also. So they feel, okay, we can contact directly Dean Academic Affairs or CE or somebody about their possible problems or etc. We will do that also in future. Thank you very much for all the good work. Thank you.
First of all, I wish to congratulate the app developers of the mobile, and then the support given by Srivastava. The whatever he developed and then given to the university. And the second one is the important thing, the vision, what he visualized, which is going to solve so many problems which are struggling in the university. I also suggest, we have been discussing long ago with the Francis Mayer for development of the mobile apps. Another important thing is, even new education policy is also introducing the community problems, community issues. If a app is going to be designed for the university, the issues that come up by the, who faced very minute things, either the instrumental problem or sociological problem or environmental problem. If it come into the app and visualized in the dashboard, either the student or faculty will take that problem, will do it as a community problem solving. They can provide it, one of the things. I think that this will stimulate the student to think of when they are traveling in a bus, or when they are traveling in a train, or while at their desk of interactivity problems. Earlier, I worked as a tech coordinator for this university. Those days also, I proposed one of the mobile projector. We are seeing that mobile visualization. Some of the Chinese and Japanese are coming up with the mobile projector, and then even mobile TV also. But if the innovative concepts come up, then the student community has a lot of problems to see and to solve the problems. Even teachers will motivate us. One of the suggestions I used to make it. Even for interdisciplinary, you can do it, you can solve the problems. And then another thing is concerned to the already developed student support system. If somebody is going to, one is enough, as my chancellor said. If somebody is going to come up, another module and a little bit of another application, we can add to that by taking that student support. With this, I will come. Thank you.
On the other is normal user, which can be students or even the teachers. There are nearly 7 to 8 hotspots in our RK University. Say library, boys campus, or even the administrative block and block. So outside of every block, we will be sticking a QR code. We will be sticking a QR code, and the student enters the block. We will be scanning the QR code. There will be an option displaying on the screen that whether he is entering to the block or he is getting out of the block. So whenever he clicks the option, the data will be stored in both student and the head of the block. So let's consider this in a real life situation. If there are 3 friends, if one of them is affected with COVID-19 or any other future pandemics, so the head user can easily track down the users who visited the block, for example library, between 9 to 9:30. So that we can keep the persons who are in that library or admin block in 9 to 9:30 in isolation, in order to, rather than isolating the total University College of Engineering or total RK University. So this helps in reducing the stress or impact on academic senate. Thank you.
Attendance by face recognition, maybe it is a good idea, and even our government is telling, higher education department is telling that biometry should not be only once, not only the once, but in every class we need biometric attendance. That's what the Sri Satish Chandra Ji last time he was telling. When we have asked how we can do this, he said whether it is face or iris recognition, every teacher should be having this attachment to the smartphone, so that every student can be recognized by the iris or the face, and that attendance will be automatically updated to the Jnanabhoomi portal, so that at the end of the semester, the money who is having more than 75% only will be paid tuition fee or whatever it may be, or the mess bill, etc. This was a discussion earlier in the Vice Chancellor's conference. There were a lot of questions about this, but I'm happy to see that one of our students come up with this idea. We'll see how best we can implement this to our university with little modifications or with making it more professional. Okay? Right, thank you.
Sir, I request our Vice Chancellor, sir, please put the presentation certificate to the guide. Thank you, Vice Chancellor, sir, for distributing the prizes. I thank our organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
University, deans, principals, special officers, directors of the university, HODs, course coordinators of University College of Engineering, faculty, and my dear students. My best wishes and greetings of Engineering Day celebrations. And at the same time, on Advika 2020, I hope you might have not enjoyed as much as we have in the last few years, but I assure you that we are doing a lot of good things in the pandemic situation also. So, University College of Engineering was started in the year 2016, and from the day one, we are doing a lot of efforts. From 2017, we have initiated career guidance cell in the University College of Engineering, giving more focus on career guidance. What is the prospects of after completion of the engineering, especially towards UPSC examination? We are giving syllabus content to the students. We are giving guidance how to go for prelims and mains. We have conducted few programs for MCA students also. As a PG students, they are having a lot of scope because they are more mature. So we are giving more guidance on UPSC. Again, for NCA students, we are giving career guidance on quantitative aptitude raising abilities also. We have taken some classes in few years also, for a few years. And again, we have initiated a Moodle platform, which is an online platform where the students can work on quantitative aptitude reasoning skills, and they can start doing mock tests on those Moodle platform. And I am happy to share you, sir, that from 2017-18, we have initiated a few mock written text examinations for final students also, and they have taken few tests. And we are fortunate that our students got selected in TCS, Infosys, and Mindtree Solutions, which are Tier 1 companies. And our students have competed on the national level. And one of our students, Arvala Sai Surya Arora, he has got selected in TCS Digital with a pay package of 7.5 lakhs. Again, we have got few students who have got selected for TCS as Assistant System Engineer Trainee with a pay package of 3.36 lakhs. And one of our students, K. Tejaswini of CSE branch, was selected for Mindtree Solution with good pay package. And one student, Vanka Rambabu from EI branch, was also selected for TCS. So these are the few things which I want to share with you, sir. Again, we have got good support from our nearby Rajahmundry software companies, SP Gone Software Solutions and Nice Interactive Solutions, who came forward for offering internship programs for our CSE and MCA students. We have got good support from them, and they want to take few students after the completion of the internship programs. Again, we are working with Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3 companies for the past 1 year. We are communicating with them, and companies like Robert Bosch, Texas Instruments and National Instruments, they don't hire through normal procedures, sir, but we are guiding our students to take up the examination at off-campus or pool campus banks. So already we have sent our students to V.R. Siddhartha College, Gayatri Engineering College, and as well as Veda IIT examinations, and our students have taken up the examination. They have cleared the first round, but unfortunately they could not clear the second round. So these are the small updates here which I am going to inform you, sir. And for the coming third year batches, since the Tier 1 companies, they have changed their policy, HR policy. So they are going to have online examination this year. So for this aspect, APITA, Andhra Pradesh Information Technology Academy, a state government enterprise, is supporting us, all the government institutions, all the state government universities on this issue, sir. So I am ready to follow up with them. So they are giving information whenever they are conducting any pool campus drive across TAN AP. So this is the first hand information we are presenting you, sir. On the other side, we are giving skill development programs. So since engineering is a outcome based education, we are looking forward for skill development courses. We are having a tie-up with AP State Skill Development Center. They are already trying our final year MCA students in Python programming. Again, they are also providing certification programs to our CSE, ECE and EI students. Already few of the students have already done their certification programs, and few students in the pandemic period and lockdown period, they have completed some certification programs on Coursera and Udemy. So this is a small update which I am going to share with you, sir. We are initiating more, and we are in contact with number of companies and placement agencies, but we have to get back the information because due to last 6 months the drives have been cancelled in universities, sir. I hope the APITA is sharing information that in coming 3 months APITA is planning off-campus or pool drives in state universities. I hope JNTU Karnataka and Andhra University, they are going to host one of the drives in coming by the month of November, sir. So this is the latest update I got from the APITA. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, Srinivas Raja. We are not worried about what you are doing. I am worried about how many students are placed. At the end of the day, I want only that number. Okay, you are doing good work, but I need the result. All the students who are graduating from this university, especially from computer science, should be placed. That is not just a placement. That should be in a good leading company, MNC, like TCS, Infosys, Microsoft, all those things. So, okay, you are doing good thing, but at the end of the day, we need result. You have to say, out of 50, 45 students are placed with an average package of at least 5 lakh rupees. Then you will be felicitated, you will be honored. You are the right person, you have done that. That's what I want. Thank you very much.
Sir, as you said, we have a long way to go. I admit that we really need to work hard as a principal and placement officer together, so to get them done. Thank you, sir, for your support. Now, I give it Rahul.
Now it's time for registration.
So, one moment. As you indicated, you please pursue Srinivas Raja. The companies I refer to you, where my students are in good positions in software engineering. So, make use of their help because they will be helping on a personal note because they are my students. So, definitely, at least few jobs we can grab from them. So, you have to pursue them. It is like bugging them. As if you are working for your own son. How many times you call them? You think like that. You are trying for jobs for your own children. That is the only way. Otherwise, what is the interest they have? And you don't have interest, means who will do help? So when you are working with the same dedication, like you are working or helping your own son or daughter, you should be bugging them. You should be requesting them. Down to earth. If you feel, why should I request? No, it won't work. You are a placement officer. You should not have any egos. Down to earth. You request them, you send a message. Sir, can I call you? When should I call you? So don't disturb them. You just send a message. So they will give you time. Then if you just have a pause of 1 week, 10 days, they lose interest. They forget. So every other day you pursue. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is already there and it is being implemented. I only request you, to every one of you. Last time in the meeting I also said, how whether it is even in a hard copy format. What is the database? Database is nothing but systematic organization of data so that it can be retrieved and updated at any point of time, whether it is in a computer or in a hard copy. If I ask you a question, so give me all the data about the buildings constructed in this university, right from design to the opening. Do you have the data? You don't have. So you have to maintain that way, so that at a later date you can digitize. If the data are scattered, even if you want to digitize, the data are not available, how do you digitize? First of all, it should be having in a database in a format. Whether it's a building, whether it's a vehicle, whether it's the equipment, whether it's a service, everything right from its acquisition today, it should be having all the documents in a book form, in a hard copy form, again and again. So that's what I told you already in the last meeting. Every one of us to maintain that kind of data, whether it is a computer or a hard copy, you can very easily, you can retrieve. If you scatter it just like that, what you will do? You do nothing. So thank you very much. Thank you.